Hi, Flosstube. I've got a visitor here. Oh, it looks like maybe he's gonna leave. This is Keshi. Keshi, come here. Keshi, come here. This is my beautiful gray cat, Cashew, and he was just looking up into the camera, and now he is jumping down, of course, right when I get it started. But welcome to my Flosstube for roundup for the end of July. Today is, what is it? It is Sunday, August 4th, and it's just easier for me to film on the weekends, so that is normally what I do. So today I have a finish, I have a new start, I have a few WIPS that I've worked on, and then a little bit of haul. And then I thought I would do a Flosstube update at the end of this, because I did, if you watched my last video, you saw that I started a new Busela Christmas stocking. So anyway, so shouldn't be too long. I do have a decent amount of haul this time, but anyways, so let's get started. So my finish was for Jolly July, or Christmas in July, whatever you like to call it, and I did go ahead and finish this the little Dimensions ornament that I was working on. So this is the kit. It's the Frosty Friends ornaments in counted cross stitch, and I finished the Santa and the little bird. Now you might notice from the preview, I opted not to do all those white French knots on his hat and on his mitten. I was going to do beads and then realized I should have probably left some open squares because they would just have been sitting on top, and I decided I didn't think I was going to like that very much. So anyway, the other thing I didn't do was there was a light blue border of about 3 or 4 stitches around the edge, and I just didn't really feel like stitching light blue on light blue. So I just did the back stitching around the edge. I do like the size of this better for an ornament as well. There is felt in the kit to fully finish it. I just haven't gotten that done. I might try to do that before Christmas so I can get this on my tree. But I'm calling that one done, and I think it turned out really cute. And these are full coverage. So, but it got all I had left to do was the back stitching, if you watched my last video, so I got that completed this month for Jolly July. I also made a new start because in my last video I said I was going to do, some summer and some Santa. And so my summer was my start. July was my birthday month, and so I had originally planned to do this Long Dog Sampler Fish and Chips. I'd planned to start it in January, and then figured out that the floss that I wanted to use, I didn't have the right kind of fabric for the fabric that I had chosen. I was gonna not have enough floss, blah, blah, blah. So I decided to go ahead and wait, get everything that I needed, and then start it in for my birthday instead. And so that's what I did. So I just have a small start on this, and I'll show you that. And I'm doing it the opposite. This calls for a darker kind of blue fabric, and then ecru stitching. And I didn't want to do that much ecru or white stitching, so I'm doing it the opposite. So I have an off-white linen, and then I'm using a variegated blue floss. Oh my gosh, you guys, this is, sorry about that thing. So I just have started on the top border. One of the things that I learned is that, so I am really liking the variegation. This is 36 count Edinburgh, I think, and I'm doing 1/2. I'm finding I don't love 1/2 on 36 count. Not super crazy about the coverage. It seems like it's a little bit better on linen or even weave than it is on Aida. But I do think the variegation is really pretty. You're starting to see it there. So I am working on the top border. One of the things I did is I thought I had a 2-inch margin all the way around. And then as I was getting over to this side of the border, and because I still have, I think I've got 148 out of 187 stitches or whatever, that I was going to be I'm playing border chicken basically. So I ended up going back and putting an extra 15 stitches on this end, and then I still have another 30 or so stitches to go here. So on this side, and then I'll work my way down. And I've decided I'm going to go ahead and do both borders before I start on the, or at least the this little bubble dotted border. I'm going to do that, and the solid border. I'm going to do all that, make sure it matches up before I start on the fun stuff in the middle. So, and I'm really thinking, you guys, that this might become, and let me bring this a little bit closer so I can show you the variegation. It's really pretty. I guess I could pull out the thread too, but it's turning out really pretty. So I think it's going to be really nice when it's completed, and very interesting. But anyway, so I'm thinking about now converting this one to maybe a 1 strand a day project. I've seen a lot of people, Stitching Moon is doing that, and a lot of people have a one strand a day project. And so I'm kind of thinking that this might become my 1 strand a day project. This is just for me, so there's no rush to get it done or anything like that. So, but that is my birthday start, which was super fun. And then I also worked on my Meow piece, and this is the one that I'm trying to finish here in the 3rd quarter of the year. So this was my July, August, and September piece, and so this is a dimensions kit called Meow. And the only thing I did differently on this is I've changed the fabric. So I changed it to it came with 14 count white. I changed it to 14 count Monster Mash from Picture This Plus, and that's where I am. So I've done a lot of fill-in on this side of the cat's face. I did finish the eyes, well, except for there's a white highlight in the eyes that I haven't stitched yet, and because I haven't done any of the white yet. But I did do the back stitching around the eyes, and so I've got, like I said, this part to finish, and the whiskers to put in, the white back stitching and the black back stitching, and then I will be done with this one. And also I need to finish the Meow up at the top. So so I don't think I'll have any problems finishing this by the end of September. And so I am really enjoying it, and I think it is looking really, really nice on the green. So anyway, so that is my thing for that. And then I also worked on, this is my Tie-On Winter by Pine Mountain Crafts. This is a project that I did for my embroidery guild, or that I'm working on for my embroidery guild. So it came finished with the pillow and everything, and so I'm just working on the stitching right now. And this is where I am. And this I tend to only work on at guild. So, but this is the little pillow sleeve that's already done. The ribbons I just pinned back are on here, and I have a little pillow to go in when it's done. So I worked on that a little bit on my guild meeting. And you know, I have a start and a finish, you guys, too. I have a SAF, and that I didn't bring over here. I knew I was forgetting something. Let me grab it. Hold, please. It's right over here. So this is, because I think I showed this in my last Flosstube, but I wanted to do a Halloween piece for my brother and his wife. I went there last year, and I don't think that I've showed this. So forgive me if I have, but I'm just going to throw it in here. But this was a free pattern. And I did make some, so it's just a little, also on that Monster Mash piece of fabric, and I did do a few little changes. The ghost I did in glow-in-the-dark floss, and then there's, I don't know if you can see the beads on this, but I did put some glow-in-the-dark beads in the sky for some stars. So anyway, and I just used stash floss. So I just picked out colors that were close. Oh, the other thing I did, with the yellow in the moon, I used an etoile instead of, anyway, so it's got a little bit of sparkle to it. And then I'm going to finish it, it's really tiny, but I'm probably going to leave at least an inch border on it. And then I'm going to finish it with, I'm going to finish it into a little pillow, or maybe I'll do a flat fold. I haven't decided yet, but this is some fabric that was my mom's, and this is the fabric that I'm going to use on the back. So, or on the flat fold, and pick out some of these motifs. But I thought that the greens really went nicely. So that is my plan for that. I have several things I need to finish. I'm sorry, my cat is scratching at the door. But that, I think I said in my last Flosstube that this is one of the things I wanted to do, and I did start and finish this. And if you want, I can't think off the top of my head who this pattern is by. It might be Satsuma Street freebie, but let me know in the comments if you want to know, and I can I'll show you that. And like I said, I have several things I need to FFO, so but that is, I finished that too, worked on that and finished it too. So anyway, I almost forgot to show you that. So that was my SAF, start and finish, my FFO, my FO, finished object, and then my WIPS, WIP, works in progress. So the other thing that I guess I'll go to haul now, since some of you may not all be interested in Flosstube. Let me, oh my gosh, you guys, I'm so sorry. I don't edit, so let me let my cat in here. So he is driving me crazy. Hi, Stashy. I know. How did I leave these out? That wasn't very nice, was it? Where's your brother? He was in here. I don't know where he went. So, anywho, oh, there he is. He's sitting behind. So, let me go ahead and go to haul, since not everybody's probably interested in the felt project. So, so again, it is my birthday month, so I got a few stitchy gifts, and I also bought myself a few little birthday gifts as well. So these are some embroidery kits that my daughter got for me, which I thought was really nice. They're really pretty. So, and I think she just, oh, kitty. Oh my gosh, he is just a nut. So there are 3 of them in here, and they're all floral. So there's this one, and then, oh, let me flip that one over. This one. So they're all like flowers and bees and things. Have all kinds of different stitches in them. It also came with a little pair of pink snips and an embroidery hoop and a little needle threader. All kinds of little goodies in there. I think she got those off of Amazon, I think. So, and she got herself a kit too, of one with cats. So hopefully she'll, well, maybe do some embroidery together. But I'm excited to try those because you know, if you do a felt stocking kit, you do lots of other stitches besides crosses and backstitch and French knots. So, and I am really enjoying that. So, so anyway, so that was my little gift that she got me. And then during Prime Days, I went ahead and got myself just some cheaper pack of 50 embroidery flosses. And these, it said they were cotton, you guys, but I don't think they are. I think they're more like a blend. They feel more like CXC or something like that. I mean, they're really pretty colors, but I was really hoping to get some cotton floss. But this thing, 50 skeins were like $5. So, or $4.50 or something for Prime Days. And so I went ahead and just picked that up because I wanted to have a few more color options. And just as I've been doing a lot of just pulling from stash, but I don't have a big stash of, floss. So, and I also got myself a couple of Dimensions Gold Collection kits that I've had in my cart for a while, and these I got myself for my birthday. So I got kitty litter, which I think is so cute. All those little kitties in a basket with all that yarn. And I don't know if I'll use all that stitching that you see in the background. That all is stitched. I might just use a hand-dyed fabric and just do the basket and the butterflies and the cats and the table. So, but that's what it looks like on the back. Lots of pretty colors. And then I also got, you know it, you love it, the Cozy Cove by Charles Wysocki. And this one was on pretty good discount. And I do love that scene. I love the whale, weather vane. And of course I love horses. There's a draft horse in there. Just all kinds of pretty things in there. So, and there's the back of it. So, and I forgot to say the designer on kitty litter is, who is the designer? Brant Brawls. So, but super cute. These looks like my kitty, and this one kind of looks like my kitty. So, super cute. So, anyway, so I got, so happy birthday to me. I got those. And then, you guys, when I was at, oh, and then I got my fabric, my July fabric of the month from Be Stitch Me. It's called Coconut Shell, and it's a really pretty kind of neutral gray taupe. It does look like a coconut shell. It's really pretty. You can see the modeling on it. That might actually be a nice background for kitty litter, if it's big enough. And then it should be. And then, you guys, when I was at Hobby Lobby, I found some stuff that was either on sale or on clearance, and so I did go ahead and pick it up. This one was an embroidery kit called Resting Fawn by Abraham Hunter. And it is actually a printed, it's skill level intermediate, and it's a printed canvas. And so the parts that are embroidered, I think, are the flowers that are around it. I'm not sure if it's the deer or if it's the flowers, but only a portion of it is embroidered. And then this one is also, I got this one too, of the bear. I'm in California, so, oops, sorry, I wasn't in frame. Let me see if I was for the deer. There it is. And so these kits have everything in them. You can see there. So, and a printed canvas, and here is this one's called Sweet Dreams. The fawn one was called Resting Fawn. I think I said that. And a cute little bear sleeping in a tree. And there is the back side of that one. And then I am really not into Star Wars, but this little Baby Yoda kit was down to $4.99, called Precious Cargo, and I might give it away. I might have a little person in my life that might like to stitch this or might like me to stitch it for them, so I picked that up. I also got this Dufton little scarecrow kit. It was down from $9.99 to $4.99, and I actually own this already. I think I paid full price for it, but I'm gonna give it to a friend that one of my stitchy friends that so we can stitch it together maybe. Thought it was a cute pattern. And then they also have some embroidery and cross stitch kits out for the fall, and these were 40% off. So I got these little gnomes. And, oh, it's printed. You guys, it looks like it's printed. I didn't realize that. Looks like the Ada is printed, but I might do it on something different. Looks like there's a pattern in there too. But anyway, so there's a bunch of these if you're interested. So I just picked those up kind of on a whim. And then last but not least for my haul, I got another felt kit because I'm loving the one that I'm working on. And so I picked up this one called Holiday Wreath. And so this one has, you know, the gray kitty, a little mouse, little dog, little tree, super cute. So I picked that one up just to do in the future. And I'm having so much fun, like I said, with the one that I'm doing, that I went ahead and picked that one up too. And so that's it, you guys. Let me see how I am doing on time because I am limited. Oh, okay, I'm doing okay. That's it for my Flosstube update. I'm sorry for all of the interruptions from these kitties that love to make videos with me. But I am going to move on to FeltTube now, so if you're not interested in that, I'll see you next time. But I did a Flosstube extra, or a FeltTube, just showing me sort of opening up and organizing my kit of the stocking that I started for my granddaughter. And so this is the one that I'm doing for her. It's called, I'm sorry, I got a cat in my way here. Get down, baby. Can you jump down? Jump down. Jump down. There we go. So, and this one's called The Perfect Gift. And it has a little gray kitty on it. And so I got this one out and started it. And the other thing I showed you, besides getting organized, is I showed you that I found these paint trays at the Dollar Tree. Let me show you one that is I'm not using at the moment. And so these actually they're in the school section, and they actually open like this, and they're nice and flat, and they have these little wells in them, and a little groove for your pokey tool or anything like that, a pencil, anything like that. And they have these little wells that, well, of course, would be for paint. So if you had a project in process, you could put it in here and then close the lid and kind of keep everything contained. And so I thought these would be a really great thing to use for a felt kit, especially for beading and sequining. So I just kind of wanted to show you how I'm using it, and that I am really liking it. Now, it's not a really tight seal, you guys, on these little wells. Like, you can see I have sequins and beads in here right now because I've been working on those. And if I were to pick this up and like shake it upside down, they would get mixed up. They wouldn't, there's not a real tight seal over those little wells. I wish there were, because that would make it even better. But as a working piece, to just have this open, and it does have a little lip on it, and be able to do the beading and sequencing in this part has worked really well. But let me show you where I am on the stocking. So you can see this thing, it opens up flat, which is nice. And you can see I've got little beads and sequins in the little wells down here too. So I finished up part 1. And that is cutting out the back of the stocking and doing all of the oh, and I've got a needle in here holding it together. So I've got that, the back of the stocking all done with the beading and sequencing. And there really wasn't a lot of work to do on the background here, because most of it's going to be covered by other pieces. So I did finish that part, and then I have started working on the tree that will go on the stockings. So yeah, and this is where, I mean, you guys, I think I said in my felt tube video that I don't always follow the directions in the order that they recommend, simply because I like to get a lot of the embroidering and appliquing done before I have a lot of sequence on, because as you can tell, or you can imagine, the thread gets caught on the sequence, and in this case, the instructions were to embroider the tree, which are these green lines that I have already embroidered, and then to do all the sequencing. And you can see from the, what did I do with the cover? Oh, what did I do with it? Oh, it's underneath, I'm sorry. You can see from the cover that there's these lines of sequence here, and there's a green random sequence on the back. And so and that was all what you were supposed to do before you embroider applique on these little baubles. And so I decided, no, I'm going to go ahead and embroider and sequence the baubles, and then applique the baubles on before I do the rest of the sequence and beads on there. So that's what I have been doing. I did change the baubles a little bit. They called for a you can see I have the red ones are already appliqued down with the bead and sequence on them. I still need to do applique down the yellow and the pink baubles, but this they called for just a gold colored floss, and I thought I want that to look more like a bulb, and so I used a metallic gold floss on the stitching on the baubles. And so I've done that. So I'm going to I'm going to applique those all down, and then I'm going to go back and do the beading and sequencing on the rest of the stocking. And then the next thing they ask us to do are these little candy canes, and those are separate pieces that you tack on. So I'll do those in the order that is recommended. So that's where I am. I am enjoying the heck out of this, you guys, and I really am liking the way this little tray is functioning. Like I said, it's not perfect in that it doesn't
keep everything from getting mixed up, but boy, it sure is nice to just be able to dip the beads and the sequins kind of out of these little wells and sort of work in this little tray with a lip, and then I can close it off. Like I said, can't shake it around, but I sure can. It sure does keep my cats out of it and things like that as I'm working. So, so that's what I've been up to, you guys, in July. And I will be back with an update. I may do another felt tube in between. Like I said, I'm really enjoying this, and that's what I'm really feeling like I want to work on. So I may do another felt tube before I do another floss tube that focuses on this project, depending on how far I get on it. My goal with this, you guys, is to get it done for my grandbaby by Christmas. So I really am working on that. I need to get back to my daughter and son-in-law's wedding stitch too. I haven't really felt like working on that. So anyway, so that is it from me. And if I don't see you before, I will be back with a roundup at the end of August. Have a great stitchy month. Bye.